Two iconic states, two bold lifestyles. One big question: Colorado or Oregon? Which one will you call home? From Colorado's towering Rockies and fast-moving cities, to Oregon's misty forests and rugged Pacific shores, these places offer more than scenery. They offer a way of life. Craving sunshine and altitude, or rain-soaked trails and creative freedom? This isn't just a move. It's a decision about how you want to live. Let's break it down. Colorado versus Oregon. Two powerful stories, one future, yours. Colorado, bold, high altitude, driven by ambition. Founded 1876, the Centennial State area, approximately 104,000 square miles, population, over 6 million, 2025 estimate, capital, Denver major cities, Boulder, Colorado Springs, Aurora, Fort Collins, Aspen, Colorado, is defined by its towering mountain ranges, 300 days of sunshine, and a fast-paced, active lifestyle. It's a hub for adventurers, tech leaders, and bold thinkers. From high-elevation ski towns to vibrant cities, life here runs at a higher altitude in every sense. Oregon, wild, green, and proudly independent. Founded 1859, the Beaver State area, approximately 98,000 square miles. Population, about 4.23 million, 2025 estimate. Capital, Salem, major cities, Portland, Eugene, Bend, Gresham, Medford, Oregon, blends rugged coastlines, ancient forests, and progressive cities. It's a place for creatives, deep thinkers, and those who feel alive in nature. Whether biking Portland's urban trails or hiking Crater Lake, Oregon invites you to live slower, deeper, more connected. Mountains or coastline, sunshine or mist, speed or stillness. There's no right answer, only the one that feels right for you. Colorado or Oregon, the choice is yours. And whichever path you take, you're not just moving to a new place, you're choosing the life you want to live. Let's talk real life, housing, rent, and your bottom line. National average home price, around $417,000. In Colorado, the average is $556,500, even higher in places like Boulder. In Oregon, a bit lower, about $507,500. But Portland's market is heating up. Now rent, in Denver, a one-bedroom averages $1,672, two-bedroom $2,185. In Boulder, one bed, $1,958, two bed, $2,434. Want something more affordable? Try Colorado Springs. $1,450 for a one-bedroom, $1,700 for two. Over to Oregon. Portland rents range from $1,452 to $1,570 for one-bedrooms, up to $2,160 for two. In Salem, one-bedrooms go for $1,380 to $1,480. Two bedrooms near $1,520. Eugene is more budget-friendly. $1,411 for a one-bed, $1,667 for two, about 13% below national averages. Don't forget utilities, U.S. average, about $583 per month. Colorado, around $665, roughly 14% above average. Oregon, even higher, about $811 or 39% above national average. Now for your 2025 cost of living snapshot, Colorado versus Oregon. Starting with transport. In Denver, a monthly transit pass is around $114. In Portland, about $100. Gas prices? Denver, $3.62 per gallon. Portland, higher, about $4.13. Groceries per person each month? Colorado, around $460. Oregon, about $490. What about insurance? Car insurance. Colorado, $1,878 a year. Oregon, more affordable at $1,470. Health insurance? Colorado, median premium is $452 per month. Oregon, slightly lower at $426. Homeowners insurance? Colorado, around $2,580 per year. Oregon, about $1,260. Bottom line, your next move depends on what matters most: city living, affordability, or wide open nature. Now you've got the facts. The choice is yours. We bring the data. You make the call. Let's dive into the beating heart of opportunity, Colorado versus Oregon, two states where ambition meets possibility. We start with what drives life: work, careers, and growth. In Colorado, healthcare, education, technology, and tourism power the economy. And these are the most in-demand professions right now. Tech professionals in Denver earn around $112,900 per year. Registered nurses, nearly $91,730 annually. Public health nurses, around $82,478. Technical support, approximately $89,814. IT technicians, about $50,800. But Colorado isn't just about soaring peaks. It's also a hub for global innovators. Crocs, Otterbox, Western Union, and Coors, all founded here, reshaping industries from fashion to finance. Meanwhile, Oregon stands tall, built on manufacturing strength and Pacific Northwest innovation. Demand for skilled professionals keeps rising, especially in engineering. Salaries around $90,518. Technicians averaging $49,946. Production workers near $39,580. Tech roles in Silicon Forest often exceeding $129,000. Education sector around $67,113. Oregon is also home to global giants like Intel, Nike, and Columbia Sportswear, leading the world in technology, design, and performance gear. What about the paycheck? In Colorado, the average salary is nearly $68,000, with cities driving it higher. Denver, approximately $70,000 per year. Boulder, premium wages averaging $85,000, with tech jobs soaring beyond six figures. Oregon holds steady. Portland, around $65,000, fueled by innovation. Eugene, more affordable, with salaries near $59,000. Popular among educators, healthcare workers, and outdoor industry professionals, and for those aiming even higher. Let's talk wealth. Colorado boasts around 170,000 millionaire households, representing 7.5% of its population. The state is home to 12 billionaires and 35 centimillionaires in Denver alone, each worth over $100 million. Oregon, meanwhile, counts approximately 109,000 millionaire households, about 6.4% of residents. The state claims 3 billionaires. These aren't just numbers. They represent regions filled with innovation, wealth, and boundless opportunity. Bottom line, the possibilities are real. The data speaks for itself. Whether your dream is to build a startup, grow a stable career, or join elite business circle, we bring the facts. The future? You choose. Now, let's dive into the engine driving opportunity: business, taxes, innovation, and economic power in Colorado and Oregon. In Colorado, both individuals and businesses enjoy a simplified 4.25% flat income tax, one of the lowest in the nation, giving entrepreneurs and professionals room to grow. Oregon offers no sales tax, but income tax rises with earnings, topping near 9.9%, while startups and LLCs often benefit from minimal fees and unique tax rebates called kickers. Entrepreneurship thrives in both states. Colorado ranks among the top places to launch a business with streamlined leasing and moderate bureaucracy. Oregon's low corporate barriers and tax breaks fuel its booming startup scene. Innovation? Colorado's tech hubs from Denver to Boulder attract billions in venture capital, while Oregon's Silicon Forest, home to Intel and Nike, leads in semiconductors, green tech, and design. Colorado's economy? Over $553 billion strong. Oregon's GDP? roughly $331 billion, powered by manufacturing, outdoor industries, and global brands like Columbia Sportswear. Bottom line, 2 states where ambition becomes reality. You've got the facts? The future is yours to build. Education, Colorado versus Oregon. Education fuels opportunity, and both states invest in the future. Colorado leads with 14 public universities, over 13 community colleges, and nearly 1,870 public schools, educating close to 900,000 students statewide. Inside the classroom, Colorado maintains a 17-to-1 student-teacher ratio, offering stronger academic support and personalized learning. Oregon champions accessible education with 7 public universities, 17 community colleges, and approximately 1,250 public schools, serving nearly 582,000 students across the state. Classrooms in Oregon average a 20-to-1 student-teacher ratio. Slightly larger, yet a strong emphasis on community-focused education remains. Degrees, skills, innovation. Both states shape the next generation of thinkers, creators, and leaders. Culture and lifestyle. Culture defines identity. Colorado celebrates bold traditions, from mountain festivals and iconic chili cook-offs to wild game, trout, and world-class craft breweries, all fueled by the Rockies. Oregon thrives on creativity. Music festivals, artisan coffee, Portland's legendary food trucks, sustainable living, and the rich flavors of Pacific Northwest seafood and wine. Sport and pro teams. No story of a state is complete without sport, where pride, passion, and fierce loyalty come alive. Colorado, famous for NFL and NHL Denver Broncos, NFL, iconic American football pride. Colorado Avalanche, NHL, championship hockey legends. Oregon, known for NBA Portland Trail Blazers, NBA, the heart of basketball in the Pacific Northwest. Quick facts. Colorado is a powerhouse for football and ice hockey. Oregon stands tall with its legendary NBA presence. Bottom line, from classrooms to stadiums, mountain peaks to coastal cities, education, culture, and sport unite each state with passion and possibility. Nature and Parks. Colorado offers endless adventure, with 4 national parks, 9 monuments, and forests stretching for miles. Oregon brings nature lovers Crater Lake, coastal forests, and dark sky sanctuaries under the stars. Climate and weather. Colorado means bold contrasts. Hot summers near 90 degrees Fahrenheit, snowy winters below 20 degrees Fahrenheit, and dramatic weather swings. Oregon, milder, greener, coastal summers around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, cool winters above freezing, and steady rain keeping it lush. Natural hazards. Colorado faces hail, wildfires, and the untamed frontier. Oregon handles seasonal rain and coastal winds, but dodges most extremes. Pros and cons. Colorado versus Oregon. Colorado, bold, high, adventurous pros, majestic Rocky Mountains, and 300 days of sunshine. World-class hiking, skiing, and outdoor living. Booming tech, healthcare, and tourism industries. Low flat income tax, 4.25%. Business-friendly for entrepreneurs. Clean air, active communities, and endless outdoor escapes. Cons. High wildfire risk, especially in dry summer seasons. Harsh mountain weather, sudden snow, hail, and extreme swings. Expensive housing in hotspots like Denver and Boulder. Urban sprawl and growing traffic challenges. Oregon. Wild, green, fearlessly independent pros, lush forests, rugged coastline, and incredible biodiversity. Eco-conscious culture, sustainability at its core, no statewide sales tax, more affordable retail options, strong manufacturing, green energy, and thriving tech scene. Milder, consistent coastal climate year-round. Cons, frequent rain, especially along the coast, perfect for some, gloomy for others. Higher income taxes, progressive rates up to 9.9%, rising home prices, particularly in Portland and Bend pockets of urban crime, homelessness concerns in major cities, final cinematic voiceover, mountains or coastlines, sunshine or steady rain, city skylines or forest trails. This isn't just geography. This is your next chapter. Colorado or Oregon? 2 states, 2 bold lifestyles, endless possibilities. Will you chase the towering peaks of the Rockies or follow the green horizons of the Pacific Northwest? Your future deserves the right decision, built on facts, not guesswork. We bring you the numbers, the reality, the possibilities. You choose your next move. Tell us in the comments, where would you go? Denver, Boulder, Portland, Eugene, Bend, or maybe further, Miami, Austin, Seattle, or San Diego? Wherever life takes you, we're here to guide your journey. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more bold comparisons and life-changing insights.